on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. He has stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Smith. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They've got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and is supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fellow? I know he likes to cover.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On fourth down, looking to pass. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint.
Snags it and he's open. Touchdown Longhorn! The Razorbacks in a good spot here with second and short. The run inside. It's Smith. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Jackson will throw. Unloads it left. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Makes the grab plenty for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they are showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up in this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there. Tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Smith. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, first and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Beck has it. Beck's going for the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. The Longhorns, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Running inside, it's Smothers. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
The offense fortunate to still have the ball, but also facing a big third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Solid run on the last play. Sets this offense up on first down. Finds his man. It's Wingo. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. And the Longhorns have this offense rolling. Motion from the wideout. Manning with a play fake. Looking to the big tight end. He makes a catch. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Longhorns have a lot of options on second and inches.
Here we go. Ready. Let's go.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. Escapes. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Razorbacks take their first timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Jackson gonna throw it. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes a catch. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Fires quickly, and he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And how about that 3rd down? They go 5 wide. They'd spread the defense out, and at quarterback there, you're just trying to find your best one-on-one matchup. You're making a quick throw, and you're picking up the first to keep the drive going.
Wants to throw it. With the catch, it's Marshall. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The penalty pushes the offense back for this 2nd down. Jackson will throw. That's caught. It's Watkins. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Wants to throw on 3rd down. On target. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on 1st down. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Lets it fly deep downfield.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards in the opponents in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Just had to get rid of that one to save. They'll move the wide receiver. Play action, here's Manning. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the 2nd half. And early in the 3rd quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
Manning. He's got him. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. 2 yards. He's got him. They get the first down. 2nd and 7. 2 minutes to go. 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 2 And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt. I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inch it, you just have to go execute. And they do it.
The run inside. It's Smith. He's piled up 87 yards rushing now as he is within sight of a 2,000-yard rushing season. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Jackson gonna throw it. Here's the pressure. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They go play action with Manning. Got his man on the outside. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wide receiver going in motion. Gonna run it. It's Smothers. Maybe a crease. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, it's Smothers. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he'll take it in and running inside, it's Smith. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got a man. It's Watkins. And tackled there by the defense. And the Razorbacks in the hurry-up. Jackson will throw. It's caught. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Looking to throw on first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Right on the money. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Razorbacks go back to work after moving the chains through the air.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Arkansas!
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Grab behind the line. It's Coleman. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Again, it's Brown. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. The Longhorns line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Takes it on the return. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Hey, guys, what I can see here on the Arkansas sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take.
There's a crease. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. He now has 115 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. And the Razorbacks want to move quickly. Jackson gonna throw it. Looking for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. fourth quarter. Plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Manning from the gun on third down. Tight end finds a soft spot. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Manning on play action. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, third and long coming up. Manning from the gun on third down. It's complete. He'll be stopped right at the 43-yard line. It'll be fourth down. Now to see if they want to spin that wheel of fortune. The Longhorns will punt this one away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Not a lot of room to make this catch. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. They are backed up, top field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Jackson will throw. Here comes the heat. And down he goes.
And man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can and try to get to him before he can throw that football, especially square those shoulders. A nice job by the defense continuing to pursue, even though he got outside the pocket.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. He couldn't quite get loose on that return. He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. The Razorbacks take their first time out. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Manning with a play fake. Right down the middle. He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Throwing Manning, and he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's Smith. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Here's a little room there. He gets it all the way up to the 42-yard line, and that's why you have confidence to keep it on the ground in that situation.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Got a man. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Jackson gonna throw it. He's got his man, makes the grab. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. He is pushed. What a show both of these teams put on today. Up of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everyone.